Justin Brown gets us underway, and have a look at Tetsuka! The Japanese Beast comes flying out of his corner. Two top welterweights who want to get into that top 5 in this very heated division. Both men are used to fast starts, but both did tell us they have tremendous respect for one another, Dragon. It may be a filling out process.
Yeah, Tetsuka says he wants to keep this match on the feet, and Ramazanov said he wants to put Tetsuka on the mat and take the back and choke him out, and that's exactly what he's trying to do right now. He's got a good little seatbelt position with his left hand around the body, and that's going to enable him to hold that position well. And Tetsuka is going to have to start moving, because Ramazanov, once he starts creeping in on you, he slowly starts to advance his position. And now he's got that handcuff position. See how he's reached across and he's pinned the left arm of Tetsuka against his body. And now he's going to try to worm his way up. Oh, good job by Tetsuka, but picked up and put right back down by Ramazanov.
Ramazanov is all power. A 78% finishing rate on both men. Both have had 9 wins, 44% knockouts, 33% subs on Ramazanov, 67% knockouts on Tetsuka, who in addition to being a Pancrase champion, also has a background in kickboxing.
No advance.
Ramazanov looking for a reaching takedown here, gets it, but immediately back to his feet. Nice curling knee just to the temple there from Ramazanov. The Russian undefeated 9-0, only 25 years old. Good corking knee to the sciatic there. Another one curls up to the temple. That right knee proving dangerous. Tetsuka will have to watch for it. There's the left knee to the outside thigh. What is Ramazanov looking to do here, Dragon?
He's just got that body lock, and once you get your hands clasped, it's really difficult to stop your opponent from taking you down. That hands clasp is just such an important aspect of the takedown. And you can see how Ramazanov immediately starts to go to the body, starts to try to scoot the hips away from the wall, and he's going to start to work this position. This is what he does so well. The Dagestanis are just so tough when they get their opponents onto the ground and they just start smashing on them.
Usually unloads the heavy punches when he has the back controlled, as Ramazanov very active on the ground, constantly looking to improve his position, as we are seeing at the moment against Tetsuka.
See, right now it's a battle for that hip position. Tetsuka wants to keep his hips up against the wall so he can start to work his way back up. And Ramazanov is going to try to suck his hips away. See, that's what I was talking about. Once he's able to get his hips up against the wall, he can pop one leg out and get back up to his feet.
So much success in the opening round for both of these men. 5 of 7 finishes in the first for Tetsuka. 1/3 of wins in the first for Ramazanov. Takedown inside the guard of Tetsuka. Tetsuka closes the guard. Opens it up now, the Japanese athlete.
See, remember how I was talking about the length of Ramazanov's arms? Man, his arms are surprisingly long, even for his height. He's got a height advantage in this one, but he's also got a massive reach advantage as well. And when you get your hands clasped together, it is really difficult for your opponent to stop the takedown because you just have such good control of them. And that's what we're seeing from Ramazanov now, is that control. Now he's going to try to handcuff him. So he's reached around the side of his body with his right hand, and he's going to take his left hand, he's going to shove Tetsuka's arm through, and then he's going to isolate that arm. See, now the arm is completely isolated, and there's nothing he can do. Good job by Tetsuka to get control back.
Oh, hammer fist strikes to the side of the face here from Ramazanov. Beautifully done. Great start from the Russian so far. Tetsuka's been up against it. 1 foot on hips here from the Japanese Beast. Closes the guard, trying to control the Russian's posture.
Tetsuka is just so dominant from these top positions. And now he's being held here in full guard, so it's going to be hard for him to really start to advance his position. But if Tetsuka really wants to do anything, he's going to have to open up his guard and start to create that movement and get back up to his feet.
25 seconds remains. First round of 3. Dominant round for Ramazanov. Still the closed guard here from the Japanese Beast. Ramazanov coming off that blistering first round TKO of Bai Myung-Ho
10 seconds.
at One King of the Jungle back in February. Before that had the second round guillotine over Farshid Gholami in December of last year. Been a long, long time since Ramazanov's gone beyond the second round.
Yeah, and we're getting to see that second round right now, and that was a very good opening round from Ramazanov. Here he is. Look at this, just dragging Tetsuka. Tetsuka is a judo black belt, ladies and gentlemen. He has incredible balance and really good takedown defense. And Ramazanov is just ragdolling him when he gets that body lock. And then he's just able to twist and turn, get on top, and then create that ground and pound top pressure that he's known for.
A little bit of a cold press under the left eye of Ramazanov and to the chin area. Both men looking very composed. Second round of 3 inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium. It's one championship inside the Matrix 3. Tetsuka, the Pancrase interim welterweight champion, riding a great streak coming into this one.
Right here.
Known as the Japanese Beast. Also, in Japan, they call him Massive Power.
It's okay.
We asked him about the nickname. Why are you called Massive Power? And he said, well, it's because of my buff, toned body.
Look at it. Did you call him anything else?
Athletes ready?
I get it.
Let's go.
It's buff, it's toned. It's the Beast. It's beastly. But his opponent, likewise, just as beastly. Ramazanov, undefeated. Had a very impressive opening round. Good control and dominance from the Russian Dragon.
And that's what his MO is. That's what he wants to do on people, is get on top, beat on them until he gets that TKO or submission finish. Tetsuka needs to keep this on the feet. Utilize those beautiful hand combinations that he's known for. He's got big power in his left hook. He needs to earn the respect of Ramazanov here.
Tetsuka is the kickboxer, has a background in kickboxing. Nice dipping liver shot off the left hand there from the Japanese Beast. Ramazanov tends to flail a little more with his hands if he opens up.
Let's go, action!
Controlling center circle for Tetsuka, overhand right. Fakes the overhand right there, Tetsuka, keeping Ramazanov on the outside. Ramazanov with a jab. Good shot of that tremendously large upper body of Tetsuka.
Action!
Also those huge thighs. Goes body, then wings to the head off the left-handers. Tetsuka back to center circle. 3:45 remains, second of the third. Leg kick from Ramazanov. Tetsuka trying to hunt him with the hands so far in this round. Body shot there from Tetsuka. Punt kick from Ramazanov. There's more instructions coming from the corner of Hiroyuki Tetsuka than there is of Murad Ramazanov.
Good outside control so far of Ramazanov to avoid that big power thrown by Tetsuka. He's able to utilize his range a little bit better. Like to see him start putting out that jab.
Outside leg kick, nicely done just above the lead knee of Ramazanov to hit that common peroneal nerve. It's a target that kickboxers like to go after, and Muay Thai stylists to
Action, let's go!
effectively deaden the leg of the opponent. Hook to winging right punch there from Tetsuka. Under 3 minutes remains in this round. Jab 2 from the Japanese Beast. Drifts back to center circle. Good sticky jab from Ramazanov.
I like the way Tetsuka goes to the body and then comes with that overhand, and he's just narrowly missing the whiskers of Ramazanov, but good pressure and control shown by Tetsuka in this second round. But he got the legs, they got the hands wrapped around the hips easily with the takedown. Just when Tetsuka thought he was going to be engaged in a stand-up battle, Ramazanov changes the script and puts Tetsuka down.
Tetsuka tried to push him off, and Ramazanov was straight back on top of him. Little popping right hand to the body and head there from Ramazanov. Switches to the left now, body and jaw again. Close guard from Tetsuka, 2-5 remaining in this round. You can hear the corner of Ramazanov coaching in here. Sorry, Mitch, but my Russian isn't up to date.
You've spent a lot more time than I have there in the beautiful land of Russia, but you can just see, I can imagine what the corner's telling him. Get control of those hips. Do not let him get his hips up against the wall and work his way back up. Keep him here. Soften him up with ground and pound.
Is this going according to plan so far for Murad Ramazanov?
This is what I've seen from Murad Ramazanov in almost all of his 9 matches. This one's going a little bit longer than usual because he's normally able to finish opponents a lot faster, but Tetsuka is an animal on the ground. And you can see how Ramazanov's trying to work around, take the back, but a good body lock takedown shown by Ramazanov there.
Mitch, while it's inspiring and it fires the imagination when you're an athlete who finishes opponents inside of 1 round or in the 2nd round, do you want some of these matches that go into deep water on your record to know what it feels like, to get that experience of going into 3 rounds or maybe going the distance?
I think as an athlete, you do want that first round finish. You want to go in there, take your opponent out, take 0 damage, and move on to the next one. But as an athlete, you learn from these, these 3-round wars, these long duration battles where you're challenged and you're pushed, and you evolve your game that way. Here's a nice little Kimura attempt shown by Tetsuka. He's trying to crank on it, but again, Murad Ramazanov is so strong to just pick him up and throw him down to escape the Kimura attempt.
Nice left hand, curls the knuckles in between the eyes, and the hammer fist strike above the ear from Ramazanov. Finishing the round strongly, Murad Ramazanov.
10 seconds.
And he's about to head into unfamiliar territory. Something called the 3rd round.
It's the way that Ramazanov punches his way into advancing his position. It really is incredible the way that he's able to hit his opponents as he's continually moving. Most people have to kind of establish their position. They don't want to lose the position, and then they start to hit. Murad Ramazanov is actually punching people while he's advancing his position. It's incredibly tricky, and I'm sure it's really frustrating to deal with. You can see, here's how Tetsuka's trying to work his way back up, put both hands on the mat. Ramazanov felt that, came across, and landed a beautiful elbow. He hits while he's transitioning positions, and that's what makes him such an aggressive grappler.
Mitch, something I wanted to ask you that some people do get confused with. We've seen tonight from Lito Aduang earlier, from that round of action between Ramazanov and Tetsuka, the Kimura. How does a Kimura differ to an Americana?
Well, the Americana, the arm is up towards the head, like the arm faces up, the 90-degree angle, the hand goes up to the head, and then on the Kimura, the arm goes down to the feet. So it's still the same angle, it's just Americana or key lock is hand up, and then Kimura, arm hand down.
Okay, there's the best way to remember it, folks. Americana, hand up, Kimura, hand down. 3rd and final round of a gripping contest between undefeated Murad Ramazanov and Hiroyuki Tetsuka of Japan, who is riding a terrific streak. Wants to keep that streak alive, and what a way to keep it alive if you could defeat Ramazanov. 2 big leg kicks early on. Again, look at those massive thighs, those tree trunks of legs on Tetsuka. Jab from Ramazanov, threads it well between the guard. Fake body, high head kick. Nice combination there from Tetsuka, employing the kickboxing technique now, the Japanese Beast.
Yeah, Ramazanov doesn't want to stay stationary. He doesn't want to stay stagnant. Keep putting that jab out there. Keep touching Tetsuka. And I like the way Tetsuka started to go after the lower leg of Ramazanov. Beat up that lead leg so he doesn't have quite the same movement that he had in the 1st and 2nd round.
Once again, folks, under our global rule set, we are judging overall, not round by round. Wherever you're watching around the world in over 150 countries, who do you have ahead so far? Let us know on social media, at One Championship on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Body, head, tipping liver shot straight right cross there from Tetsuka. Circles away from the right side. Does Ramazanov sprawl from Tetsuka, defends the takedown attempt.
Oh, good take, but Ramazanov is tenacious, was able to keep going, barely getting away. Tetsuka, good job to stay on his feet that time. That's what he needs to do. He needs to keep moving in those transitions. Do not let Ramazanov lace his hands together and get control.
Tried to hopscotch away, did Tetsuka. Ramazanov still trying to get the Japanese Beast to canvas. Now gets him there. Would love to seal the back. We know traditionally that once Ramazanov has you on your stomach and has your back, he likes the rear naked choke, but he loves the ground and pound from the back. Those powerful knuckles turned in against the side of the head is one of his favorite positions. What will Murad look for from here, Dragon?
He's trying to pull the hips away from the wall, trying to flatten out Tetsuka. Might try to turn and put him onto his right shoulder there. You can see he's trying to take the hand, but Tetsuka knows what's coming. He knows that these things are gonna happen, but he just hasn't been able to stop them. Once Ramazanov gets on top, man, he is just so impressive and so hard to deal with. Tetsuka needs to get back up to his feet, because on the feet, it's the Tetsuka show. He looks beautiful throwing these body shots and overhands. But just Ramazanov is just so tough inside the clinch. And then when we get here, man, it's just domination shown by Ramazanov.
The thing about Ramazanov, Mitch, is he's very heavy on top of his opponents. It's like having a heavy carpet just smothering you when they're on top.
Yeah, imagine that carpet is wet and it's storming outside, and like you got hail coming down on you the size of softballs, and it's smashing you in the face while you're trying to get that carpet off of you. It's impossible. Now he's in mount. Beautiful job to get into mount. Flattens out Tetsuka, and here comes the ground and pound.
What's he doing with the legs here, Mitch? What's Ramazanov doing with Tetsuka's legs?
He's got it kind of grapevined in, so it helps kind of apply the pressure to his hips, so he can really sink his hips down into the body of Tetsuka. It's just kind of a control position that some grapplers like, some grapplers don't, especially when they're very active in their guard like Tetsuka has been. See how he keeps trying to get his hips back? He's trying to get his legs inside. That's what that grapevine position kind of prevented. Tetsuka does a great job of retaining his guard.
1 minute left in the final round.
You can hear some of that leather just going to the body and careening into the side of the head of Tetsuka. 50 seconds remaining in this contest. Dominance at the moment from Murad Ramazanov, looking to go 10-0. Trying to get the half guard position. Again, you hear Ramazanov's corner coaching him through here.
30 seconds left in the final round.
And he seems to be listening to them. Ramazanov doing everything right now, has the back almost standing. Belly to back here from Ramazanov. What's Tetsuka looking for, Dragon?
He was trying to push off with his back and trying to create separation with the hands of Ramazanov just to get a little bit of space. But the arms are so long from Ramazanov that even though he was doing that, he couldn't get away.
And even though Tetsuka has a massive back, you could screen a movie on the back of the Japanese Beast. What an end to the round. What a contest. Once again, folks, how do you score it? It is done as an overall contest, not round by round. And look at the sportsmanship. That code of honor, that Bushido spirit between these two martial arts warriors.
Yeah, Tetsuka looked a little bit dejected, but Ramazanov was right there saying, "You did great, man. That was a good match. Thank you for sharing the circle with me. It was an honor." Great back and forth battle, but that was just one-way traffic.
Okay, let's go to Tom Lau for our decision.
This match is presented to you by Xiaomi. Innovation for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner.